guys, welcome back to Daring in North America, your all-time source for inspiration, for guidance and mentorship. So if you're new here, my name is Umazi, and if you haven't already subscribed on this channel, please subscribe, like this video, share with a friend, and hit that notification button so that whenever we upload a new video, you'll be the first to know. I want to, in details, I'm not sure how long this video will take, but today I'm in no rush because guys, this is like so crucial that you get the information on how you can apply for this pathway. So the pathway is called, as you can see on my title for the video, it's called Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program. So it is community based. You apply to a specific community that participates or has been chosen to participate in this program by the Canadian government. The program itself, as I said, is community driven, and it's designed to spread benefits of economic immigration to smaller communities to create creating a pathway to permanent residence. So guys, if you take part in this program or this pathway and you are a successful candidate on you meet all the criteria, then this is your pathway to permanent residence. There are like 4 steps of applying for this, for applying for permanent residence through this pathway. So you have to check if you meet both IRCC eligibility requirements and also community specific requirements. The RCC has its own community, it has its own criteria, but also every community has its own specific requirements that they are looking at for you to be eligible. So you could be eligible from the RCC level, but then when it comes to the community, you are not eligible. So you have to check both the community and also the RCC. So the other thing, find an eligible job. There are listed organizations that participate in this Rural Northern Immigration Program. You apply jobs, you go to that community. I'm going to list the communities for you. So you go to that community, look at the organization or employers that have been or are participating in this program, apply for a job, and then once you get a job offer, the next step that you are going to do is submit your application for recommendation to the community that is you are applying that job for. So the last step, now you have checked all the eligibility for both RCC and community level, you have found an eligible job offer, and now you have submitted your recommendation to that community. The last step is for you to apply for a permanent resident. Isn't that like just simple and easy, you know? And that's why today I'm so relaxed. Like most of the time when I do my videos, guys be like, oh Umazi, you're so fast, like you talk so fast, da da da. Today I'm in no rush. I want you to get this pathway and apply. And don't come again and then ask me to explain this. I will just refer you to this video because I'm taking my sweet time. When you go to the website, it's going to ask you if you already applied for community recommendation. If you haven't applied for a community recommendation yet, you are at this stage, do you have the qualifications? Like, do you have a qualifying experience? You could be a teacher, you could be a nurse, you could be a personal support worker, that is a caregiver. You could be a driver. The most jobs I've seen actually are for drivers and personal support workers. So make sure you check, guys. Make sure you check if you're a driver, a truck driver, and I've met people. Right now I met like 2 people who have actually personally told me, oh, I came through the Rural Northern Immigration Program. So it's possible, because most of the time, like, we do these videos and like whenever you're going to try, whenever you go and try, it's so hard. But I totally understand. You have to keep on trying, you have to have faith, you have to be vigilant. So do you have the qualifications? Number 2, do you meet or exceed the language requirements? So remember, you need to have an English test. So the other thing I usually keep on advising people is make sure you have an English test. Guys, that English test usually goes for 2 years. if you're a person, or if you're someone who is trying to come to Canada through school, and some schools, or not all colleges, but some colleges will ask you for an English test. If you do that English test, it will cover you for 2 years. The other thing, if you're trying to migrate to Canada through any other pathway, do an English test. Guys, do an English test. That English test covers you for 2 years. So in that process, as you navigate and you try and everything, then you will still have a valid English test that will help you. Okay, so do you also meet educational requirements according to the job, according to the qualification? Let's say you're a teacher, you need to have the right credentials, because teachers here, you must have a bachelor's degree, unless it's a teacher assistant or early childhood educator assistant. Otherwise, if not, you need to have a degree. The other thing is a proof that you have money. Now, it's not a lot of money. Okay, it's not a lot of money. Like if you're one person, I think it's $3,400, but it's less than 3,500 Canadian dollars. It's not the same as the other pathway for permanent residence that they're asking you for 17,000, 18,000, 15,000, or student visa, they want you to cover the whole tuition fee, you know. So at least this one, it's only $3,500 for you to have in the account, to show that at least when you come here, you'll be able to have like something to start up. You know, you'll be able to get rent, you'll be able to pay for rent, I mean, groceries here and there, help you settle. So the other thing is, do you intend to live in that rural path? Because you can't say you want to participate in the Rural Northern Immigration Program, and yet when you're given the job offer and you're approved to come in as a permanent resident or through a permit, then you decide, no, I don't want to live in this community, I want to live in Toronto. No, it can't work. So you have to show that, yes, you intend to live in that rural community for you to get approved. So the other thing is, the last part, I think, do you meet the community specific requirements? Now, as I mentioned earlier, every community has its own criteria that they look. Do you check these requirements for this specific community for us to accept you and recommend you to apply for permanent residence? So you could have checked the RCC, because the RCC, they are not like complicated for this program. They will only check your English, and they will check education level, work experience here and there. But now when it comes to the community, they also have their own criteria that you must meet. The other thing is, do you have a temporary residence status in Canada already? So as this means, you could be outside Canada or you could be inside Canada. Both you are eligible to apply. You can apply for this. So let's say you're here on a visitor's visa and you're like, oh, I want to participate in this Rural Northern Immigration Program. Go to that community website. I will share the list. So make sure, guys, that you stay here to the end so that I share with you these communities. Go to the community website, look for jobs, search for jobs in that community website, apply to that community, a company or organization in that community, and then once they give you the job offer, they will recommend you, and you meet their criteria or requirements, then they will recommend you. Okay, so that is the second step. The third step is finding a job. Go to the website, go to the community website, Google, check the list of companies or organizations or employers that are participating in the RNIP, that is Rural Northern Immigration Program. Apply jobs to those companies or those employers. Then they will give you a job offer that is eligible. The job offer must be full-time. It must be a full-time job offer. It must meet the minimum wage. It must be full-time, not seasonal, not a summer job or not a winter job. It must meet the minimum wage. It can't be like below the minimum wage. It can't be from an agency, a staffing agency. No. It can't be from a consulate. It can't be from a spouse or a common law. Let's say your spouse or your boyfriend owns a company and then like they want to hire you. No, it can't be. There's conflicts of interest. It can't be a business offering erotic dance, escort services, no, massages or regular. It can't be. And then you can't get given giving employment offers that are not genuine. So let's say somebody says, oh, I have a job. Guys, watch out. There are so many scams out there. They'll tell you like, oh, I have a job offer for you. You can participate, you know. And then maybe that job offer is not even valid. Maybe that company doesn't even exist in the first place. Some people have come to me from Kenya or from Africa, and they give me job offers. I'm like, this is a job offer, and they're not genuine. I go and search and do my research, and I'm like, I'm so sorry to be the person that has to break this to you, but this job offer, this company doesn't exist, or this job offer, it's not valid, or this work permit is not valid, and it's so sad. So be vigilant out there, be careful on those offers that you might get from these companies, because not these listed companies, but some companies are out there to scam people. So make sure you get the list of the company from the community website itself, okay? Not those messages circulating in WhatsApp group, guys, no. So once you have a job offer, the next step now, you get a community recommendation. So you apply for a community recommendation. You go to the community website and then look at what they require before you apply. So the other step now, we are almost done, guys. So you have looked at the pilot itself, you have seen that you are eligible to apply, you have found a job, you have gotten a job offer that is valid, and you have applied for a community recommendation. The next step is applying for a permanent residence. Guys, that's it. So you apply for a permanent residence. You go to the website, create a portal, and click applying for a permanent residence. At this point, I'm sure like you don't have a profile, right? Or you could be having a profile of something else. So maybe you're here as a student, maybe you're here as a visitor, I don't know. So but you have to, if you have a profile already, you can sign in. If you don't have, you create a profile and sign in to apply for permanent residence online application portal account. The beauty of this thing, or this pathway, or IRCC or Canadian website, they will give you all the link. Even as I'm reading this, if you go to the website itself, it will just be like click here, click here, click here, and you'll be able to watch out when you're Googling this one, or when you're typing. Sometimes the pages that are recommended, they are not IRCC pages, they are agency pages. So make sure you are on the right Canadian page. The next step now is so guys, because you have a valid job offer, and you could be outside Canada or you could be inside Canada, it doesn't matter. But if you have a valid job offer and the community has recommended you, and you have your profile or application in your profile, it's now upon IRCC to review, see that you're eligible, you meet the requirements, and approve. So they will review all that, and then they will approve your permanent residence application. But as you wait for that, because the application technically takes 6 months, it takes 6 months. So in that process, you can apply for a temporary work permit. You are eligible to apply for a temporary work permit if you wish to. You don't have to, but you could be in Canada already, and you're wondering, okay, I have a process online, and what do I do in this? You don't have money, you're here visiting. You can apply for a permanent temporary work permit, but the only catch is that you must work for that employer that you have used their paper to apply for a permanent residence through this pathway. You cannot work for another employer. So you apply for a temporary work permit, ICC will approve that, and they will give you the work permit to work for that employer as you wait for your approval. And then once your approval is done, or once you have been approved for the permanent residence, welcome to Canada. That's the end. So it's as simple as that. Make sure you go to the right website, check, read about the pilot program itself, check who can apply, if you're eligible, do you meet the education requirement, do you have the work experience that is needed, do you meet the IRCC requirements and the community requirements that you want to apply for. Find the job, apply. Once you have the job, apply for a community recommendation. Once you have applied for a community recommendation and they have recommended you to apply for permanent residence, go create a portal or a profile, apply for permanent residence. As you wait for that, apply for a temporary work permit so you can start working if you're inside Canada. If not, you can just wait for those 6 months as you prepare yourself or look for money or whatever. So the communities that are eligible to participate in this program are as follows. This is the moment that we've been waiting. This is the moment that we've been waiting. So make sure that you go to the community website. Actually, the community website have been listed, as you can see. They have been listed for you. So all you have to do is just go to that community, click the link for the community that you desire to live. Now, guys, if you're not sure of these communities, if you're not sure where this is and you need guidance, reach out to us. Leave a comment. Say, I want to participate in this. I'm looking at this community, blah, blah, blah. Ask this question that you have to us and we'll respond to you, especially on the YouTube videos. Like, I find it easy for me to respond on the videos, the YouTube videos, than TikToks and all the others, okay? But if you ask me on my email or on our emails, if you leave a comment, I will always reach out to you. So these are the communities. There's North Bay, which is in Ontario province. There's Sudbury, which is in Ontario province. There's Timmins in Ontario. Sault Ste. Marie in Ontario. Sault Ste. Marie is a very beautiful town. Guys, I have actually done a vlog on my lifestyle page and all that. So I will post it. You will see. So if you want to see Sault Ste. Marie, watch out for that video. It's coming soon. But Sault Ste. Marie is really beautiful. The other town is Thunder Bay community. Sorry, is Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay is also in Ontario. Now we also have 2 towns in Manitoba. There's Brandon in Manitoba. There's Altona or Rhineland in Manitoba. Also, there's one community in Saskatchewan which is called Moose Jaw. Moose Jaw is in Saskatchewan. There's Claresholm. Claresholm is in Alberta. British Columbia, there's Vernon. And then the last one, British Columbia actually has 2 communities, Vernon and West Kootenay. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's over here so you can see. West Kootenay is in British Columbia. So in Ontario, because Ontario is such a big province, guys, it has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 communities participating in this program. All you have to do, guys, if it was me, I would go to all the communities, search, apply for jobs in all those communities. Once I get a job offer, now I stick to one, because all of them, they're all the same. They're all in Canada, guys. They all have more or less the same resources. So don't limit yourself. Look for jobs in all these communities, apply for jobs in all these communities. And then once you have a job offer, then you can stick to one community, focus in that one community, and then don't be afraid to live in the rural side of Canada. Sometimes the weather can be harsh because there are winters. Sometimes they receive very, very heavy winters, but it's only for a few months, guys. It's only for a few months. The season will change. You will get your summers, you'll get your beautiful falls and springs and everything. So that is all. If you have any further questions, any further inquiries, guys, do not hesitate to reach out. I will get back to you. As I said, I might not be as fast, but I will eventually make sure I get back to you and I respond to all the questions. Now, as I sign off, guys, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video and this information with a friend, and also hit that notification button. Whenever we upload a new video, you'll be notified. So until next time, guys, bye.